Oh yeah, it's still cold, but cześć i dzień dobry. I'm here in Szczecin, Poland, where I planned on being out here to get some work done, or chill, or read on this patio, but the weather here, it's not happening, but how are you doing, everyone here in the premiere watching this? What's going on? I'm in the chats with you, and today we're going to explore just a little bit. Just want to see a little bit more of the Centrum area. We went to Old Town yesterday, but I want to see what's going on in Centrum. So I'm going to get dressed because it's cold outside, and we're going to spin to out in the cold. Whew, okay, and I must say this place that I'm staying at is the most centrally located place I've ever stayed in. Basically, that is Galleria Cascada, and everything kind of revolves around, everything kind of happens around this area. But we're gonna walk around, explore a little bit. It is a little bit later in the day, so a lot more life going on. And my man right here. He has to be cold. We're gonna explore a little bit. It's not snowing anymore. I got here when it was really snowy, but so many old buildings now you can see. Now that it's not snowing. And actually, I say I'm pretty lucky, but you're pretty lucky today. And right now that the sun is not, I mean that the snow is not crazy out. The first time in the first video, there was so much snow I couldn't see any of the buildings. But now, everything seems so clear. It seems like such an older looking city. But does it seem like Poland to you? Like the first vibe I get as I'm here in Szczecin, it doesn't feel like Poland to me. But as you walk around, you look and see, what do you think? And I don't know, I haven't looked up, but there has to be some kind of record in this city for cathedrals and churches. I see one on just about every corner. I think this might be the one city that you cannot go more than 5 minutes without seeing a cathedral. And they're all like so unique. And we're on our way to the Centrum, but I looked on Google Maps. There is an normally I don't look on the maps, but we do make an exception because I wanted to get some punchki. So for punchki, we'll make an exception. We looked on a Google map, and I think there's a place up here to get it, but the Centrum's back there, and that's gonna be the way we're gonna go after. But I wanna explore a little bit while there's no snow and it's not so crazy outside, because when there was snow and everything, it made it really tough to really see the beauty of all the architecture in the buildings because there's so much snow when I first came out the first time. But this is better. We're lucky right now. That lady looked like she had punchki in her hand. But I think up here there should be a place. Look, so we just saw a cathedral there, and look, we have another one right here. It's incredible. I never seen nothing like this. Never. Oh, I think I see the punchki place over here. I recognize it. That's how you know I got an eye. I got a Polish eye. For sure, with the Polish eye, that's what that is over here. And look at like the architecture over there. There's another church right up there. But we're focused on one mission right now. And it's hidden, so you guys gotta pay attention to where I am. So look, here's all the different kinds of punchkis that they have. And I'd say my favorite It's arroz. If they have it anymore. Oh, they might be out. Dzień dobry. Arroz? Ah, yeah? Ah, we might be too late. Chocolate. We'll get a chocolate one. Dziękuję bardzo, eh? You gotta share the punchki love. So we got 2. Yeah? Yeah. We gotta share the punchki love with people. And look at this, there's another cathedral right up there. It's crazy, I never seen nothing like this. There's so many. There has to be some kind of history that I'm missing. Some kind of history. One thing I will say that I saw further up ahead is we saw there was a street. It almost looked like in the heart of the Centrum, there was a road that led towards the theater. I don't know how to say that. Well, we're gonna head that way. We're gonna head towards the theater because it looked like one long street that walked all the way up. So we're gonna walk that way and just see what we can, well, it looked like a nice place to explore. Let's just say that. And I can finally see the homes and the buildings. When I was out here before, it was so snowy I couldn't see more than 5 or 10 houses down. So yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy my punchki. And just a quick shortcut through the mall. This is Gallery Cascada. Which, by the way, there's a Starbucks here, and the Starbucks in this galleria is the fastest Wi-Fi I've seen so far. For any of my people who need fast Wi-Fi. Oh, I just had that chocolate punchki, by the way. Not a fan. It was okay, but the other one was much better. I prefer the normal kind with the rosa. It's more of my favorite kind. And I would say this is the first mall that I've been to where they don't have any green juice. No places with green juice. In the place that we're heading to, it's so weird that these don't say Chakai. The place we're heading to, I think we're going just down that way. Okay, so here we go. Heading to what I like to think of as the heart of the Centrum. We're gonna be making our way straight down here because it almost looked like it was just like a path. Oh, and by the way, there is a place to get ice cream here. Huh. Maybe we'll stop there on the way back. Give us something you gotta always give yourself something to look forward to. It's one of the biggest secrets I have to being excited and happy. And also things that's hurt me a lot because it took me out of the present. So you can be in the present and then at the same time in your mind know that there's something to look forward to no matter what, then it's just like makes the present even more better. Easier said than done. Wow, look at these buildings. And I can see how when it's not winter and snowing, it could be very like chill here and people will be sitting out here in all the restaurants. Interesting city, Szczecin. And I actually did some reading a little bit, you know, because I don't really know so much about the cities I visit. I usually go there and visit, walk around, explore, meet people, and then learn about the facts later. When I'm older and can't walk or travel, then I'll learn about all the places that I saw, you know. And one of the things, I read a few things about Szczecin. Like, one of the things, it has the oldest theater, I believe, in the entire, like, Guinness Book of Records level. Oldest theater, that was number one. That was very interesting. Number two is Szczecin has the biggest civilian, like, air raid shelter, which maybe we can visit. I heard it's at the train station. It's available for people, but air raid shelter means that it's for the people who, if there was something during the war, people would have went down under there to hide. And it's supposed to be one of the biggest, I believe, in Europe. And also the most disturbing fact that I learned about Szczecin was that Adolf Hitler, yes, you heard me, Adolf Hitler is an honorary citizen of Szczecin. I hope that everywhere I read that was wrong, but that was very interesting. So Szczecin, you've got me a little perplexed, and at the same time, you have a beautiful city. But it doesn't feel like Poland. I do not get Polish vibes. Other than the people walking by me frowning at me, it does not feel like Poland so much. And it's so weird too, because in most countries, I think about every country, when you walk across those right here, even though you're like, the cars are supposed to stop, everyone says thank you. You know, like if I cross the street, you say thank you. Here, nothing. No one even looks, nothing. It's just Poland. Yeah, this is so weird. This is so weird. Does not seem like Poland. Like right now, this is how it is, like in like Bordeaux and some of the places in Cannes in France. So weird. But if I had to find a place, or I had to name a place in Szczecin that was the very heart and soul of it, it would be this square right here. I feel like I'm in the very heart of it. I guess from this square you can kind of go in like any direction, anywhere, the whole city. You're right in the very center. And I was gonna get a selfie over there in front of that flag, but it looks like it's a memorial. So one thing you gotta be careful of here in Poland, like I go to take pictures of something, or I want to get a selfie of something, and I'll look down and it's a memorial of something. It's happened probably about 4 or 5 times, and don't want to do that. I don't want to be those people. Oh, cute little dog. Wow, look at this. This is so nice. Well, if you'd asked me a couple hours ago, I filmed a video a couple hours ago, if you would asked me if Szczecin was wheelchair approved or skateboard approved, I would have said absolutely not. But now that the snow is gone, oh yeah, definitely, I'd say. This is skateboard central right here. This is paradise. Wow, so cool. I love when cities have like these open little walk places, like a La Rambla, or next to the Seine, like La Rambla in Barcelona, next to the Seine River in Paris. Like places like this. It's like you never can go wrong. You just go for a walk there. You know there's always gonna be people. You're always gonna be good. Well, walking for a while. I've walked all the way down here. The thing I'm struggling with here in Szczecin, maybe I'm missing something, it's like, where's the hub? Like, where's the people? You know, everyone's in the middle of going from place to place. You know, but where are the people? Where are the people at? You know, in Krakow, for example, people are in the main square or down by the river. In Warsaw, people are in Centrum or in Cafe Nero's. In Łódź, people are walking down the main street or Manufaktura. In Poznan, everyone's right there in the center, in the big mall or in the big square. Every city has their thing. Every city has that place. But I'm trying to find that place here. I walked down this main area, but I don't really see anybody or anything. Let's see, the Duke's Castle, Royal Gate, I think we saw that. There's a park, a theater, City Hall. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. I see the university, floating sports arena, musical fountain. Musical fountain. That sounds promising. Musical fountain, that's where we're gonna go. I have a feeling the people are gonna be at the musical fountain, because it doesn't look like people are on that street. Because when I'm here, I put myself in the mind of someone who just moved here. Like, I act like no one's gonna recognize me on the street. I don't have a social media following, and I just got dropped off. So far, I think it would be a little bit of a challenge. If I was dropped off here alone, not in school, no classmates, no one to work with. Where would I meet people, especially in winter, when everyone's walking around? But I got some faith that going here to the music fountain, that seems like I'm not going to be the only person that would find that interesting. Maybe that's the place to meet people. You know, because normally, for example, when you're walking around, there's little cafes, you know, like you walk by a place, it's a cafe inside, you look in there, you see a bunch of people, and then you go inside, and maybe you talk to someone, you say hello to people, you get some kind of human interaction. Here, all the places that I'm seeing, even like a place to get your hair done, barbershops, all of them have windows with everything closed off. Everything's closed off for the most part. So that place looks really good. That looks really good. Well, that's one place. But that's what I'm not seeing. I feel like a lot of places are kind of closed off here. Which I've realized in cities that adds to like the culture, how things are, you know. Like, I lived in Costa Rica for a little bit, and in Costa Rica, wow, so weird in Poland for me sometimes. Like maybe it's because I've changed so much, or I think I've realized in the world that there's places where people are just happy and are excited to meet you and can't wait to meet you. And I have that on social media when I see you on the street. But for a lot of random people who don't know me, it's like they act like I'm like a killer or something. So weird. The guy just looked at me just like, all I did was laugh at his kid. Something I would do where I live in Mexico, and the mother would laugh, the father would laugh, and we maybe would have a conversation. Wow, it's so weird. In Asia, that would start a whole conversation. Here, I got a weird look, like I was about to take his kid or something. Hi. Oh, okay. All right. Get that energy off me. And let's see. I mean, guys, tell me I'm going the wrong way or something. Where are the people? Where are the cafes? If you're new to this city, where do you go to meet people? Especially in winter. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, maybe we'll go a little bit further. I saw those buildings. I remember seeing those with the colors. I did see those. Those are pretty popular. I don't know what they are. Stomatology. I don't know what that means. Maybe a dentist? There's a lot of those places around here. Which is very interesting because if everyone's getting their teeth done, you would think they'd smile a little bit more, you know? Like the whole smile. The whole like smile while you still have teeth. There's enough stomatology places that people should be smiling because their teeth should be great. Interesting city. I'm trying to take it all in. It's my first time. But when I put myself here, I'm like, where do I go? I'm gonna have to maybe look on Google Maps and find some place, something to see. Normally the city shows it to you, you know? Well, I guess we're gonna head towards this green building. You guys who live here would know. Yeah, very interesting. It's very beautiful architecturally, I will say that, Szczecin. But, like, where are the people? Like Szczecin, like, where are the people? Because I know you guys say I should interact with people more in the vlog. And the thing is, I interact with people all the day, most of the time. I just don't film it. But I haven't interacted with really anyone during this whole video. Even off camera. I haven't even seen anyone really. But maybe it's okay. We'll just keep going. I literally have the feeling that I'm like in a wilderness of buildings. Like I'm in a wilderness of buildings. Like I feel like it's a perfect city if there was like a lockdown. Like I feel like everywhere can lock and close. Everywhere, square buildings, everything just close and lock. It'd be easy to control, to see people when they're on the street because it's just, everything's so like square. But I don't see any cafes or students or tourists. Huh. But I will say it's very different. It's a very different city. Very different than any city I've ever visited in Poland, that's for sure. Like I say, it doesn't even feel like I'm in Poland, first of all. It's very different, I will say that. I know this probably sound weird. I know every time I film videos like this, people are like, oh, you missed out on this, you didn't see that. But as I'm someone who I don't have a car here, and I'm just walking around, and I look here, which tells me places to go. Like, if I want to see the court, it's 49 minutes walking, 53 minutes, 23 minutes, 30 minutes, 33 minutes. I want to go this way to go and see the theater, 21 minutes. The big park, 11 minutes, 5 minutes. Maybe we'll go see there maybe another day, 11 minutes. Well, we've already walked about 20 minutes to get here. You know, I'm trying to see if I'm missing something. Like, I mean, of course I could look on Google or look at other YouTubers who just show people places. But if I'm just a tourist and I just landed here, that's how I like to discover a place, you know? Like just arriving and let's see what the day unfolds. Even here, 5 minutes so this way, but we didn't find the magic fountain, musical fountain. We must have just maybe stopped a few minutes before. But yeah, I guess we're gonna head back. We'll try and take a little bit of a different way. A little different route, maybe. And the thing is, normally I get super lucky. Like, what are there's this huge place, one person. And normally, you guys don't see this in the vlog, but I get lucky because people will recognize me every day. No one's recognized me here today. Because normally I recognize someone and they're like, oh, Luke, you're here, you make videos. Hey, you should go see this and this. But here I haven't, no one's recognized me. No one's given me any suggestions. So I'm just walking around exploring. Test. So I'm just walking around, enjoying that it's not cold, not too cold, and not too rainy or snowing. Top attractions. Okay, so decided to look online to see what they say. See, number one is, looks like a castle down by the river, which I think we did today. The number two thing to see is a Be Happy Museum, Szczecin. Be Happy Museum, interesting here in Poland. There's a park, a cemetery, the churches and cathedrals, that's true. Museum of Technology and Transport, that's very interesting. The Duke's Castle, Beach Forest, Galaxy Centrum, that gets my attention. Underground City Trails, the Szczecin Blania Trail. Okay, so really just the Galaxy Centrum and the Underground City Trails. I think that's things that stand out to me, so you guys can know for the next time. So you don't have to walk around kind of like I did in the cold, which is fine. I love cities that just kind of show themselves to you. You know, for me, it's very important being in a place that does feel welcoming. You know, to see people sitting around, or to see cafes outside with, or it's easy to go and talk to someone or ask for directions. Everywhere's closed off here, all these buildings. Not even a person when you look through the windows. You have to go through a reception or hit a buzzer. So I enjoy cities like that. So this is a little bit of a, I guess it's a challenge in a sense, but I've actually had to look online to figure out the things to do here. And that changes the atmosphere, I think, of the people as well. You're not gonna walk by your buddy who's in a cafe sitting outside. So just a little bit of adjustment. But those are the things to do in Szczecin, even though I didn't do them today. But we're gonna walk around. It's not over. I got faith in you, Szczecin. A lot of people told me to come here. So we're gonna keep exploring a little bit more today. Just a little bit more. But I think maybe before we go, we're gonna go into the Galaxy Centrum. I feel like that's gonna be a place where we're gonna possibly meet some people. I found another punchki place. I found another punchki place though. That's a good thing. Well, we've made it to the mall. Hate just going into a mall, but we've walked around for a lot. Maybe this is the more center area. I can see right now a lot more people over here, so maybe I gotta come over here more than that street. Although it would have been nice to be on that street and have it, but looks like maybe this is the place to get the kavas and pierogis and to meet people. But we might have to end it here. Well, let's see what the mall's like. It was number 4 on things to see here, so I'm not making this up. Looks like another mall to me. But it's warm, so maybe, yeah. Okay, Szczecin. So I will say this is a cool looking mall. Yeah, so I can understand. I can understand why it was on TripAdvisor's list of number 4 thing to see. But very weird that number 4 thing to see is a mall. Unless of course it's Poznan, because I think the mall in Poznan has the biggest, I think it's the biggest mall in Poland, I believe. It's their manufacturer. But yeah, with that being said, from here in Szczecin, we did stick around, we did explore, we walked around. Got to get a good feel for the city. I just need more interaction with people and cafes. It's important to me, who I am. But don't let that stop you from coming here. So that being said, from here in Szczecin, appreciate you all, appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, for supporting me. Let me know in the comments. Maybe if you're watching this video, go down in the comments and look, and you'll be able to see all the things that I missed and what you can see here. And with that said, I'm gonna walk around the mall a little bit. And I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Polska, kocham ci, and everybody, do widzenia.